Shalom. Shalom to my brothers, sisters, kings, queens, all my Hebrew out there. Look, the Lord put something on my mind for the past couple of days and something I feel as though I should share with the people. And it's about being blessed and what it means to be blessed. Most people, a lot of people associate being blessed with material gain, tangible things, success, you know, uh, praying to God and having Him answer your prayers with, material gain, when that is very far away from the truth. Uh, being blessed is about losing things. If you don't know that, being blessed actually deals with loss in a lot of ways. Being blessed is cutting the silver cord to unhealthy emotional attachments, uh, cutting the silver cord to things that really was never meant to serve you, things that no longer serve you, you know, things that was never supposed to be a part of your life to begin with, you know. Unhealthy, like I said, unhealthy emotional attachments, physical attachments as well. That you've stacked the deck against yourself, um, in your own ways, so to speak. Addictions, bad habits, all of that stuff. Period. And it's a lot of spiritual work involved in that, because it has to be. When you've grown accustomed to certain things, and you depend on it, you feel as though you need it, and it's really not meant for you, it's really unhealthy for you. It's some spiritual work involved in detaching yourself from those things. And whether you realize it or not, you know, when you decide to make better decisions or better your life and let certain things go, there's a withdrawal from it. Some things could be physical withdrawal. Like I said, addictions. You have withdrawal from certain drug addictions, or uh, just whatever. Even food addictions. You can have withdrawal from it, but you also have withdrawals in the spirit as well. So that's what being blessed is about. Being blessed is loss, cutting out the things that you think you need, cutting out the things that you've grown accustomed to over a period of time, or just normally having that in your life, and it's really no good for you. And when you do that, whether you know it or not, there's a lot of times um, removing sinful nature that is a rebellion against your flesh, that is obedience to God. And you may not look at it that way, or some people are that, I gotta stop sinning. No, it's really it's naturally doing all three of those things. Like, that's what being blessed is all about, is letting go of those things, which in turn is having you being obedient to God. And when you do that, there are rewards that come with that, because you start to you don't feel the need to do those things, be in certain places, just partake in those activities anymore. And that is showing an obedience to God. And removing those things from your life, it creates room. It creates a lot more room, and it gives spirit guides, your angels, room to work more in your life, and open doors for God to work more in your life. First of all, let me clear this up. Your blessings, the things that you've prayed for, God knows what you need. His ways are not your ways. It's already there. It's waiting on you. The blessings are already there. They're just sitting there waiting on you. They're waiting on you to comply. And what you do when you comply is you create more space. You create more room in your life to receive the rewards. So the blessings are actually it's actually you cutting the silver cord, getting into alignment. The reward for you doing that's what people confuse blessings with. Like you see a person that's blessed, they made the proper connections, they got in alignment, they gave up a lot that in all honesty wasn't healthy for them, but it was their struggle, it was their battle. You never know. Everybody dealing with something different. You never know how difficult it was for that person. But like I said, it creates room in your life. It creates room in the spirit to where you can now you're maturing to a level to now you can steward things well. And it's not always material, tangible things. It's not always dealing with success in certain areas of your life, whether that's promotion on the job or business success or stuff like that. It's not always that, now you're able to receive more downloads. Your cells are regulating properly now. They don't have that chemical imbalance that is always fighting. So you're getting wisdom, just things of that nature. So the reward isn't always material. Know that as well. A lot of times it's more spiritual, sharpening psychic abilities and discernment to where the point that you can make better informed, spiritually educated decisions, And so don't always look at it as a material gain and tangible things. Well, you will receive in some cases and abundance in all things, and that includes a increase in financial gain only if you mature enough to steward it well, and not necessarily create self-destruction for yourself. and things of that nature. So, yeah, being blessed is about losing things, cutting silver cord, being resilient, um, overcoming your demons, so to speak. And there are rewards for that because you've made room, you've created more space for the rewards. The rewards isn't the blessing. The blessing is you defeating certain things that cause cycles in your life. You learning those lessons. Like I said, and it has a lot to do with just being obedient, which is getting rid of fighting your flesh, getting rid of your sinful nature, walking into alignment. Yeah, it's some work. It's some work behind being blessed. It ain't just I pray to God and He answered my prayers. Your blessings are already there. They gonna fall in your hands when you ready to steward them well. Another thing, earlier I mentioned stacking the deck against yourself. Like we do it all the time. I don't know if you're aware of it or not. I know, like, we can get in clarity on my life and the things that I experienced, coming up, growing up. I know it was always a situation where it was like, God, if you get me out of this one, if you help me with this one, if I can please just get this outcome, I promise you I won't do fill in the blank or such and such anymore. I'm gonna be done with it. I'm gonna give it up. If you just help me with this one, I promise you I'm gonna be done with it. I don't do it anymore. And time go by and you find yourself back into that cycle and going against your promise and overindulging in certain things that you promised that you was gonna let go and you wasn't gonna do it no more. Now you said that out your own mouth, but trust and believe. Trust me when I tell you I know. God gonna hold you to every last one of them promises you made. I think y'all just out here going about life, just talking, and all kinds of whatever come out your mouth. Boy, if you only knew. God gonna hold you to every last one of them promises you made. What you said you're gonna do, it might not be now. You know you gonna, you know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. It might not be now, but He gonna hold you to every last one of them promises you made. So, I thought I'd clear some of that up, drop a little gem for y'all. Y'all know what it is with me. Probably somewhere in the country. Just random spot. You think of it, I'm there, hanging out, chilling, and, was given a message to deliver to all my king, queen, brother, and sister, all my Hebrew out there. Shalom, love y'all. Until the next one, which should be pretty soon, because they've been coming back to back. So, y'all will be seeing me again soon. Love y'all. Good night.